Hello everyone. Welcome in or welcome back to Blunt as of Tarot. My name is Lindsay. If y'all are new to the channel, thank you for watching. Today I'm going to be doing the Overcoming Addiction spread for all signs, so it doesn't matter what sign you are. This is a collective reading. Please keep in mind this is general. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. With that said, I do offer personal readings. This spread specifically is available for a personal reading. Please check out my menu. It's located in the description box. Also on the community page. And if you are interested in winning a personal reading, please hashtag personal reading in the comments, as well as like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to check out my community page, guys. I just posted the winners. I drew 2 winners. So basically for November and December, I went live today and drew 2 winners. So if you would like to check that out, please check out my live stream, which has an all 12 signs reading, or you can go ahead and just go to the community page to see who the winners were, or, you know, watch it while I draw the winners. Whatever you feel like doing. Thank you guys for all of your love and support. Please hit that thumbs up video. Please hit that thumbs up button if the video resonates. Thank you guys for all of your love and support. Let's get into it, shall we? Enough of the yakking. Or announcements, I should say, because what is a reading? It's a bunch of yakking, right? A bunch of talking. Thank you, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, for your messages. Please show the collective all they need to know if they are trying to overcome some sort of addiction, bad habit, or mindset. First card out is, how do you remove these blockages? Ooh, the Strength card. So you are going to have to hold back from a lot. You're going to have to, you might have the urge to do something, but you're going to have to gather your strength and just not fucking do it. That's pretty much point blank, bottom line. What Spirit is saying to you already. I absolutely love this card. This is freaking beautiful. Shout out to Gina from Cancer Baby Tarot. If y'all don't know who she is, she created this deck and it is simply amazing. But yeah, Strength card, first card out. In order to remove any blockages that you're having that are keeping you from being able to overcome this addiction, collective, what you have to do is gather your inner strength. There are going to be situations that test you, that try you time after time after time, and you're going to have to overcome every single time. You're going to have to gather that inner strength and overcome. And that's how the blockages are removed. When you keep saying no to the things you should say no to, and you start saying yes to the things that you should say yes to. What is holding you back? Ooh, we got the King of Swords here. So there's something about balancing your logic with your emotion. There's also something here about being honest, having integrity. So maybe you haven't really been so honest with yourself. Maybe it's time to be more honest with yourself with that King of Swords there. Maybe what is holding you back is you haven't been completely true with yourself about where you're at. That could be what is holding you back, is the fact that you're inauthentic with yourself. And if you're inauthentic with yourself, I mean, you're probably inauthentic with the people around you, So think about, as far as your addiction is concerned, or your bad habit, whatever this is that you're trying to overcome, what is stopping you or what is keeping you from overcoming it is maybe having too much logic, not enough emotion, or just simply not being honest with yourself or those around you. And it starts with being honest with yourself, especially if you're trying to overcome an addiction. Now, the honesty with other people can come in when it comes to holding back. And that's what we got the Strength card here. Remember, being real and honest and saying, hey, I don't want to go to that party or that event because you guys, you go back in the room and I know what you're doing and I don't want to do that anymore. Or you guys drink and I don't want to be around that. You know what I'm saying? It's like being honest when it comes to your addiction to save your own self. Because if you don't want to do those things anymore, then you don't have to. But you have to be strong enough to say no and to be honest with those around you. What action steps do you need to take to reach your goal? The Lover's card, which is the choice card, essentially. Yes, it is the Lover's card, Adam, Eve, and the snake, but it's also the choice card. It's also, before it was the Lover's card, it was just called choices or choice or the choice, something like that. Lovers is Gemini energy, right? And what was I just talking about? Balancing your logic with your emotion, making the choice to have both sides of the coin, because both things can exist at the same time. That's duality right there. I'm also even seeing the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. So this question is, what action steps do you need to take to reach your goals? Well, you need to make the choice. And some of you have just not made a choice, and that is making a choice. That is saying, okay, I guess I don't want growth or evolution, when you just choose to stay stuck and stagnant and you don't make the choice that you know you need to make to move yourself forward. Are you willing to change the way you've taught yourself how to live? We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So that would be a no to me. Like right now, some of you aren't in a place of changing the way you've taught yourself how to live. But when the Ace of Cups is in reverse, it's because there's a lack of self-love. When the Ace of Cups is in the upright, you always know your worth, baby. You do yourself a favor and you always put you first. Shout out to Peach. Guys, I just did a reading. I was on live and I was doing a reading for someone. Shout out to you if you are watching. Shout out to you. You know who you are. But I put up the short about it. And it's knowing your worth, knowing your value, and not choosing to self-sacrifice, not choosing to put your needs last. You know what I'm saying? And there's the choice right there, the Lover's card. What you need to do to reach your goal is make the freaking choice. And I feel like that choice is choosing yourself, making the choice to choose you. When the Ace of Cups is in reverse, it's like you're not making that choice right now. You're choosing, I don't know what you're choosing. You're just not choosing yourself. What do you need to know to live in a completely new way? We have the Six of Cups here. There's something from your childhood, something that's very nostalgic. I feel like it's something that you used to really, really enjoy. It's like you need to get back to the heart of who you are or who you were as a child. And that may seem impossible at this point in life, especially if you're, trying to overcome an addiction. But there's the key thing. There's the hint into what's going to bring this strength for you to overcome and for you to live in your integrity and to make the choices you need to make and to choose you. Find what it is that you loved, what brought you joy, what is it that gives you nostalgia, and go back to that if you can. And then, how does this addiction affect your actions and emotions? We've got the Three of Coins, Three of Pentacles. It affects your work. It affects your ability to be in alignment, right? Your mind, body, and soul all on the same page. Three of Pentacles. It affects your ability to collaborate and to work well with others. Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. It's time to heal all of this. It is truly time for you to heal and to get out of this cycle, because we've just gotten through a Scorpio season. And I feel like for some of you, this is where you're at. You're in the process of healing. You're in the process of figuring it out for sure. All right, let's clarify the Strength card. Why is the Strength card here, please? For my collective, why is the Strength card here? The Emperor. That's having stability. That's having the ability to stay large and in charge. And that's what you need, I feel like, at certain points, is the strength to just be like, okay, this is my life and this is what I'm going to do. Point blank, period. And I said no, and I meant no. Leave me alone. Some of you guys have really got to learn to stand up to people in your life that are really just there to test you. They're really just there to try you, to see if, are you really ready to change your life? Are you really ready to overcome this addiction? And you have to remember that for sure, that some people are just here to test you. What about King of Swords? Why is this here? Well, we got the Chariot in the reverse and the Page of Cups in the reverse. What is holding you back is the inability to be vulnerable and to move forward. And I feel like that is being vulnerable with yourself. You're being more logical about everything. You're not really tapping into your feelings with that Page of Swords in the reverse, clarifying the King of Swords. Like I mentioned, when the King of Swords fell out, that King of Swords is showing me that you're all up in your head. You're all logic, no emotion. And there's not going to be any forward movement, Chariot in reverse, when there is no emotion. Page of Cups in reverse. So there's a need to balance that logical side and that emotional side in order to achieve your goals, in order to truly overcome this addiction. What about the Lovers? Why is this here? The Four of Swords. I showed that to you at the bottom of the other deck. It's time to rest, it's time to rejuvenate, and it's time to heal. What action steps do you need to take to reach your goals? Well, make the choice to heal, and that's clear as day. Can't get any clearer than that. Thank you, Spirit. What about the Ace of Cups in reverse? The Six of Cups in reverse. Now, I find that very fascinating because we've got the Six of Cups in the upright over here. We are clarifying you being willing to change the way you've taught yourself to live. Right now, you're not. Right now, you're in the past with bad memories. You're thinking about all the ways that you did not choose yourself. Right now, the mindset that you're in is not healthy. And I get it. I understand. I do. But it is time to turn that Ace of Cups upside down and choose you. Why the Six of Cups is here in the upright is what you need to know to live in this completely new way, is because you need to look at the good memories from your childhood, from your past, not the bad ones. And you need to choose those and move towards those. So let's clarify this Six of Cups in the upright. The Lovers. Oh my God, lots of repeating cards here. It literally is about you just making the decision. You just choosing you, making the choice to go towards what makes you happy. When you are trying to overcome an addiction, you have to put yourself first, period, point blank, over everything. And even when it comes to your children, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of you may disagree with me on that, but if it's about your mental health, and overcoming an addiction is most definitely about your mental health, you've always got to choose yourself first. You can't give to your children if your cup is freaking empty. You can't do any good in your children's lives if you're not making any decisions to make your life better. You know what I'm saying? You've got to fill your cup for sure. All right, Ace of Pentacles in reverse here, clarifying that Three of Pentacles. How does the addiction affect your actions and emotions? Well, quite literally keeps you out of alignment. It quite literally keeps you from working well with others. And it keeps you from opportunities, from new opportunities and new beginnings coming into your life, period, point blank. When you are out of alignment with what your mind, your body, your soul, if they all three don't want the same thing, you're out of alignment with what your soul wants. You're out of alignment with what you should be working towards in your life. There are not going to be any new opportunities here. When you're actively in your addiction and your emotions, you have it's like you don't have the ability to work with others. You don't have the ability to see the opportunities that are before you. And they're not even being presented to you because Spirit isn't going to give you your blessings when you're still actively in your addiction. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. I hope this reading helped. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if it resonates, and I'll see you on the next one.